Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Here we are again, continuing our blind playthrough of Blueprints, the game that has been, quite frankly, life-changing for me. It is just simply one of the best games I have ever played. It is so high up on my list, I like the list is almost meaningless. It's huge. So we're going into day 84 today. It is the day after Simon's birthday, so it's going to be a very long playthrough if we're going to try and get him to the next one. But what this means, interestingly, is that Simon is now 15, right? I think Simon was 14. Simon is now 15. It's a big time. That's a big time for a young boy. 15 years. Congratulations, Simon, once again. And what a birthday. What a birthday. Like, we got that kid a lot of presents yesterday. We bought out almost every shop room. We did. Like, we actively bought out the commissary and the kitchen in as much as we were able to do so. We had just recently bought out the gift shop, and we were able to buy out for the second time the entire showroom, but this time including the trophy. It was a great day. It was a great day. Okay, now we're back to kind of just our ordinary allowance. We made very, very, very good use yesterday of the money that we'd carried over from the previous day thanks to Freezer. So shout out to Freezer for really helping with that as well. That was one of the reasons we were able to get our showroom trophy. Let's just take a look at our trophy list. Hoo-hoo! Check that out. That's looking pretty good. Because some of these I can't get, in this playthrough. They're dare mode, curse mode, day one trophy. I don't know about the trophy of speed. And don't answer this question for me. This is just me wondering. Like, I don't know if they mean if you can do this on any day. If you can reach room 46 in under an hour, on any day, or if it's like it has to be the first hour of a new playthrough. That would be insane. I can't like, if that's what it is, I can't even conceive of it. But wow, that's pretty crazy. It could just mean an in-game hour, which is also pretty crazy because these hours fly by. Even if obviously you would need, at least me with my foundation where it is, I would need to have keycard for that. That would need to be involved. But you would probably, I'm guessing for me to be able to do that, here's the best way I can think about it right now. If I could also organize to have either through Moon Pendant or through quickly being able to draft Cloakroom and being able to get the Secret Garden key, and then maybe between being at Foundation, being able to draft, Secret Garden, open up the levers, quickly head down, open up North lever, like maybe it's in some way like that, it could be possible. It's a really interesting idea, and whether doing that in this particular playthrough or not gets me the trophy, I quite like the idea of trying the challenge anyway. So maybe it's an interesting thing to try at some point. Then we have Trophy of Drafting. I've talked at length about how difficult I think that's going to be, but really, really, really keen to give it however many goes it takes and to get it. I am very, very committed to doing that, until I get that trophy for sure. Then I am one room away from this second one up here on the left side. Complete the Mount Holly directory. I'm fairly sure I am a found room away from that one. And obviously complete the trophy case can't be done in this first playthrough as well. I might make second playthroughs a part of my blind playthrough that I'm putting out on this channel, because that's an interesting extra element to the game as well. But not in this first run. Okay. Today, with our 15-year-old Simon, I have many of the same goals that I have had in previous rounds, but now less the showroom trophy one. That's great. So I think I can kind of relax about money a little bit. Speaking of which, let's go and throw some away into my Wishing Well bank. Great. Okay. Let's go Westpath today. you know, again, like I do really want to try to get shrine. However, let me tell you another thing I'm interested in doing. This has been on my mind for a little while, but I've properly sort of written it down now as like a goal I would really, really like to try. So this one involves getting tomb. What I would like to try is getting all of the black prints in one day. Okay, all right. Well, hey, oh, what a reveal! I hadn't even checked my inventory yet because I have 2 items that Moon Pendant was able to save for me. Yes! Yes. Oh my god. It's so nice. I'm starting the day with the emerald bracelet. That is so good. Yes. Okay. In addition, I'm definitely going to do shrine because I want to get some more blessings. Cool. All right. I promise I'm not going to forget about shrine. It's big on my radar. But I still don't know how much money I need to put in here to like max things out. So I'm just going to like get my day started because, you know, if commissary comes up, I want to be able to probably buy everything in commissary, right? Okay. But as I was saying, one of my big goals now is actually I want to try and get all of the black prints in each day. And I think that that's probably going to, involve having tomb as well. So it probably won't be today. Nevertheless, if I get the opportunity to do, so I think the others, are treasure trove and throne, as well as armory. And I think if I'm going to do it, probably aquarium as well, because aquarium is also, it is every color of room, meaning it is also a black print. So that's something I'm interested in trying. I know that throne in particular means something very important because every time you only get throne, like it shows up, at the end of the day, you most likely you'll have a castle type mansion and it will say throne room. It doesn't even say black prince, it says throne room. I know throne room is a really important room for some reason that I haven't yet figured out. But it relates to another thing that I think I probably haven't done yet, which is I've had throne room quite a few times now. In fact, let's have a look. I've had throne room 5 times. I haven't been able to go back and check this yet, but I am wondering, have I ever created throne room? Have I ever drafted throne room and then afterwards gone to room 46? It has occurred to me that I might not have done that. I've definitely, I've obviously been in room 46 and drafted throne room in the same day many times because I've already thought like, oh, here I am with the crown, drafting throne room with the crown. I've thought about that relationship a lot. But actually, I'm not sure if I've drafted throne room and then gone into room 46. I suspect, and I know I've checked at least a couple of these. I've been in room 46, gotten the crown, and then drafted throne room, but then not had a reason to go back to room 46. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe there could be something there as well. So that's also on my mind. Other than that, of course, my major goal today, keycard and emerald bracelet. That's a very, very nice combo. It might even really be the best combo. Keycard is just great. So that's so cool. I got keycard even though we called it a day in room 46 yesterday. I don't see that anything has happened from that except for the fact that I'm starting with 2 gems, but so this was yesterday, but that could be, that could be because of, did I have a tomorrow room yesterday that's gotten me 2 gems? Maybe, I suppose I can't see that I did. Oh, sorry, no, that's just my regular 2 gems that I start with. Okay, sorry. I'm overthinking things. No, that's my regular, that's my gem, that's my regular gems that I start with. No. I'm really looking, I'm really looking out for like what possible changes could there be from calling it, a day in different rooms beyond changes to steps. Either way, it hasn't changed our steps. Oh man, I'm so interested to see like what can come of being able to go the day with the emerald bracelet. This is great. Okay, broken lever, which is something I was desperately looking for yesterday to make jackhammer. It's nice to start with today anyway. Workshop letters. We're adding another A. Cool. Noted. Thank you very much for that. So it could be a good jackhammer day. And the great thing about that is if I'm able to do redraws through having study and through gems, I'm going to be saving so many gems from the emerald bracelet today anyway. So as I said, I'm interested in trying. So I don't even think I've had like 3 black prints in a day together. It might not do any particular thing, but I'm just curious to try it. So I don't have Tomb today, but I could even just casually kind of try to get the rest. And that would also mean trying to get Armory. I think given that I've now done the showroom trophy and I've done the blue tents, I kind of feel like I can a little bit relax about using my chess power today for the rook with the redraws. And I think I might commit to going Armory today. So with that in mind, I might draft in this corner. Hey, perfect. And we don't even have to spend a gem to get it. Conservatory. And you know what? This might also mean, this is another thing having the emerald bracelet could be good for today. I might be able to relax about drafting Parlor and therefore try to draft Parlor in a spot that I haven't drafted it before and fill out my Parlor fireplace map a little bit better. Okay, this is so great. We've got a dig spot here for potentially later. Oh, that's a nice set of rooms actually. Attic, rare? Hell no. I love attic. Standard. Given that it's a dead room, I probably, again, I don't want to make too many things commonplace because I think it just, it must just it would just dilute the usefulness of commonplace. However, and it is a dead end room, but standard, yes, I love attic. Like 8 items is crazy good. Sometimes obviously not, not always the best place to put attic, but like, no, that's excellent. That's really excellent. This is one of those times when I get to look up close at the plan of attic as well. So I was just kind of checking it all out and see if it all accords with what I see in the room. Oh, that's so useful. I love it. I love attic. Yes, please. I'm so happy for this one. Boudoir, standard. Look, I have many boudoirs. They come up all the time. I think we can leave it as it is. I don't think I even need to make it commonplace. It's already a really, really good common room for me. Dark room, you know what? You're a pretty cool room, but you're trouble. So the 3 exits is great, and obviously there are situations in which that can be fixed. And again, it might be that there are secrets in Darkroom I don't know about yet, but I'm going to say that I either want to make this rare or unusual for sure. This is a really good chance to get a kind of a problematic red room a bit more out of the way. I don't really have any inklings about anything else to do in Darkroom. So I might as well make it rare, right? Because if I really want to see it, if I suddenly have an idea about Darkroom, I think I can engineer engineer a redrafting possibility to see it. I can even use Furnace to make it more likely, all of that sort of stuff. So I think let's see what life is like with a rare dark room. Oh man, that's great. That was 2 super useful changes. Thank you, Conservatory. Thank you. Okay, so again, the major goal of today is Blue Memo Quest. Blue Memo Quest. So I'm really keen to get just any other blue rooms drafted in all, if I can, all 4 of those spots in rank 8, especially office. I didn't manage it yesterday, but I'm happy with my choice yesterday, and I hope, you know, I hope you will agree that with the knowledge that I have and the way I'm thinking, I think it, you know, I can get office another time, but yesterday was a great day to get that showroom, to just sneak it in at the end there, and we did it. So I'm happy with that choice. But let's continue onwards. God, it feels freeing. It feels liberating to know I'm not going to have a gem cost to anything. That feels pretty damn good, I gotta say. So with that in mind, let's do break room, because I've still got to get keys. Lovely. Hello, break room. You've been such a wonder, honestly. All right, so 6 plus 5. That's as easy as that, yeah? Where are we? So we're rounding to tens. Okay, so half of 19, 9.5, and then I'm rounding to 10. Okay. Then so from 10, I'm removing 5, so 5. And then again, then we're doing 5 plus 9.5, getting 14.5, rounding to 10 again, and then minus 5. Have I done that correctly? Yes. Oh, simple. Yay. Look, two simple keys makes me happy, because I had 0. So that's actually really good. You know, if you get something cool like Secret Garden Key, it's amazing. But if you don't have any regular keys, you know, you might get stuck before you can even use a special key anyway. All right, north is where I'd really like to go from here. I'm going to forego parlor for the time being. Drawing room is excellent for the north. Yeah, to be able to go north. I would actually gain a gem from it today, unusually, which is pretty cool. It could also be a good spot to get bedroom closet out of the way. I think I'm going to go drawing room, actually. Let's do it. Hey, actual increase in gems. Nice. And drafting from the side of the north entrance, the north exit from entrance hall here, is just smart because corners are more common. Hey, Dovecoat! Dovecoat, I'm actually really happy to see you a little bit more often, because you're on my mind as one that I really want to see the blue memo of. So, you know, hopefully see you again. But I'm not going to do it right here. And actually, I don't even need to use the power, because commissary is pointed exactly. I want commissary and it's pointed exactly where I want it. Okay, great. This is what I was hoping for, so I can kind of get my... This is great. This is a good general tool set for today. Is this exactly what I had yesterday? I think this is exactly what I had in commissary yesterday. Metal detector, shovel, sleeping mask, and salt shaker, I think. Oh, no. I was thinking compass, but I actually think I just picked that up in walk-in closet. Cool. Interesting. Okay, this is such a good selection. This is a great commissary selection. Very pleased with that. Okay, cool. So we got a couple of good northward facing rooms here, and then also from entrance hall and also going up to foundation. Pretty good. I would like to get some more keys under my belt. Or onto my belt, maybe, if I could. In many ways, den makes sense, but I'm going to go corridor. Because it just gets me a little further north. Okay, and let's draft from here. It's really keen on giving me parlor. Which I appreciate because it's obviously brilliant room in every day. Hallway. There we go. Yeah, hallway's kind of perfect. Cool. This is good. This is a good exit situation so far. I'm really happy with this. Actually. I'm wondering if maybe this is a good turn back point. Yeah, I think it might be. And let's try drafting from here, remembering that we get redraw, which is good. Boudoir is probably ideal here. Yeah, exit-wise, boudoir is ideal, and it's, you know, it's a great room anyway. I already have shovel as well. Yep, boudoir. Boudoir it is. Great. God, this is such a good room. This has to be one of my top rooms. You know, it's just... And it's one of... It's a really nostalgic room for me as well, because it is one of those rooms I really... you know, made a big impression on me in day one. And, you know, obviously seeing this is the thing that you see in the, you know, the thing that you see in the opening. And, you know, it's just nice. Like, it's a lovely plush room. And, you know, seeing this and going like, what's the deal? It was my first safe. It's, yeah, man, I have so much respect for this room. I'm so glad it's become a really common room for me. Oh, it's so nice to know I can draft all of this stuff without a gem cost. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. I'm just eating it up. I might actually put maybe classroom, because I don't want to dead end this spot just yet. But then again, this is more, why not? Because I can go west from hallway, and this will be more money I can put into shrine. Yeah, why not? Money is becoming less and less of an issue for me. Being able to make vault more common, getting treasure trove, which just gets more and more. I hope it's a key. Oh, it's coins. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that. Cool. I don't know why I look around as if like another one is suddenly going to be open, or suddenly they have different things in them. But you know, I can't help it. Okay, cool. That's a good amount of money for, like, I still want to keep money with me, especially for kitchen. You know, kitchen is just very, very super useful. And I don't have so many steps that I can be like really confident I'm not going to need them. But this is also more security for putting a very, you know, I'd like to put a very good amount of money into shrine. How do I feel about, for sure, as I've said, the two contraptions that are of the most interest to me at the moment are just jackhammer, because it gets us redraws, and but also electromagnet. I'm really interested in exploring. So I'm just thinking about, should I use this dig spot or leave it? I'm doing pretty well at the moment. I'm going to leave it. Cool. All right. Yes. So we might as well now do over here, get our earlier ranks. You giving me treasure trove now? I feel blessed. Absolutely. Why would I wait for it? Yes, thank you. Hell yeah. I know I could wait to see if I draft cloakroom and get my lucky purse and like double this and everything, but I don't know that I really need to. Like, this is more than enough money for everything I can kind of think of. I mean, I could get showroom and buy some more useful items in showroom. But this will give me enough money to pretty much buy everything in kitchen and get all the steps from that. And my metal detector's like, just pick it up! Just pick it up, Rebecca! Or I could... so I can do that and still put a substantial amount of money into Shrine with this. I'm just going to take it. I'm feeling really satisfied with my huge money-making endeavors up until now. So, yeah. Alright, exciting, another box. This is number 16, I think. Yes. 16. White box with water symbol. One key is a little precarious. Having just one key with no lockpick kit or anything is a little tricky. So I might draft a little bit more just to get some key security, because it's not too bad down here, but up at Foundation, it sucks for keys. It sucks. And I also haven't been able to, I've got the key card, but like, yeah, I haven't been able to change the security settings yet. So yeah, look, Nook. It's Nook. Thank you, Nook. Perfect timing. Okay, since we've got a couple of keys coming to us, let's open this then. Yay! It never rains in Arch Aries. Well, that's a huge lie. Sorry, hang on, let me note this down. It never rains in Arch Aries. I mean, that is just a straight up lie. But what information do I have about white boxes with the water symbol? Do I have any? So I have things about sun, I have things about moon. Green memos in this room will always be true, but that was a lie. Green memos. So the second treasure trove box I had said, green memos in white boxes are always lies. And this, I believe so far that is true. It was a blue memo and I have nothing else to tell me that's not true. So this accords with that, so that's nice. White, I also have a clue from Reservoir, which is that white boxes with green memos are always lies. So that also accords with that. Yeah, okay. I think that's about as clear a lie as I could get. Cool. And that also means... I'll double check when I'm looking back at the footage, but I think that we're up to either 75 or 80 coins from Treasure Trove. Every single time I draft this, not only do I get more memos, but I am getting richer and richer. I'm getting a better source of money. It's almost like this is an increase to allowance, right? Because it's really common to be able to get Treasure Trove. Yes, 2 keys. All right, I feel a lot better. 3 keys is at least kind of, I feel pretty good about going up to Foundation with that. All right, these all head down, and I'm happy with that because we've got the hallway exit and, you know, everything from Foundation to help with North. Thing is, I don't want to do Parlor yet. Terrace is... I don't even need the ability from Terrace today. Thanks, Terrace, but it's all good. I've got even better than this today. So it's either, yeah, it's break room or redraw, so we'll do break room. And what I'm really crossing my fingers for would be Secret Garden Key, which to me is the best special key. I suppose in addition to Master Key, but yeah, I think Secret Garden Key is the best, I think. And there's room 8, I don't know, but Secret Garden Key. Okay, so we're doing these 3 and then squaring. So we are 1 plus 2 plus 3. Cool. 6 squared to 36 minus 20 Okay, and then jumping over to 128 plus 1 and but you can't ask me to square this. That should have been division. I don't know why. Why my brain do this? Hang on, so I was on 36, take 20, 16 divided by 8 actually gets me 2 plus 1, 3, square, 9. What on earth? All right, at least that was an easy one to fix. So, okay, a couple of rounds of squaring with the yellow. So we're starting with 6, and then this is here, but we're not even using it, so that's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before. Interesting. Either way, 6, and then minus 5 getting us to 1. Square is 1. And then minus 5. Square 16. There we go. Okay, couple of extra keys is very welcome. Thank you, break room. And one more drafting possibility here. Okay, interesting. So again, I want to avoid parlor. Well, maybe clock tower's not bad. Like, it gets us a couple of keys tomorrow, which is nice. I don't often... Like, because clock tower is a dead end, I find that it's often not a good pick for just regular drafting in a lot of occasions, but this is actually perfect. And I've already had conservatory. Yeah, so let's put clock tower here, and that'll help us out tomorrow with a couple of starter keys. Hello? Oh, a little coin, thank you. Thank you. That'll go towards my shrine fund. And I mean, clock tower is so cool. I sort of miss it. Ah. Okay, it's my friend stopwatch. My friend's stopwatch at the top of clock tower, which definitely wastes at least 15 seconds of it. I've almost never been able to do anything from stopwatch, and today I don't have a gem drafting cost anyway. I think it also lets you like bypass locked doors, but like look how far away I am from the next drafting possibility. I would have to run up here to hallway to do anything. So hang on, and I can't even go directly there. I have to go up around here, through entrance hall, all the way to conservatory, turn around this corner, and go up to hallway. I don't even think I can make that. I don't think there's anything I can do with this. I'm just coming back to this more. I have sort of more and more, like, I suppose, things to relate these ideas to, you know? The Ashen Sands could be related to the safe house. The Swan. Southward I see a swan. Swans associated with Clara and Mary, possibly Iraja in general, but also possibly Trinsdale and possibly the Baroness. Carried by westwardly winds, could be even something like, you know, taking an airship from a dirigible, from Nuance, you know? Rogue like the Moon of the North, I mean, it could mean anything. Mary is rogue. Clara's probably a bit freaking rogue as well. I don't know. Eastward, I see a crow. East from here, I mean, if it means local things, it's stuff like Canna Fork and the Botanic Gardens. But if it's in a more global sense, then it means like Carrarica. So who to crow? Crow is black. Who to crow? You know, I don't know. Dark are the days coming forth. Dark are the days coming forth. I don't know. I don't know. Not sure. Okay, is there anything else for me to get from here? Will be Sacred Hour soonish. Okay, so for the next 1 minute, you will not lose steps when entering rooms. That's good. I mean, that's the thing. Keys when opening doors, and we can forget about the rest. Let's see if I can make my way to hallway. Just out of fun. Just out of fun. But to be honest, it's probably costing me steps to try this, because if I was going to turn back... Maybe I should just go to freaking... This way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, go, 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 go. This way, this way. Yeah, maybe I should just go out. Like, let's just take advantage of the not using steps thing. Ah, let's go to Shrine. Whatever, I've got so much money. I'm just rushing to Shrine. I'm rushing for, you know, for quiet, meditative contemplation. Let's just put a big bunch of money in here. Okay, so that's as much as I can think of using stopwatch for. It's still going. I don't know. I don't know how much I should put in. I think I can comfortably put even the max in. Max is 80. Do it. Take my 80 coins. Ah, berry picker again. Cool. This is a very nice bonus for me, if nothing else. And I have always wondered, could it be that this is like a secret room that it could give you? Probably not. But I just like to imagine that, you know, it's fun for me to imagine that maybe there is. I like that. That's nice. So we got a full week of berry picker, unless I go back and, you know, redonate to the shrine. Because the one I really want, of course, is Blessing of the Monk. For many reasons, but primarily the for the treasure trove, real treasure, which I have seen and not been able to get. Alright, so we might as well open the north lever. I don't... Oh, whoops, what am I doing? I don't know... Yeah, I might forego the other gem for the time being, because we're going to save... We don't need gems for drafting, and we're going to save on so many gems anyway. By the way, I assume that the reason this is open... I haven't said this before. I assume that the reason that this is just open, whereas, you know, the one up there has a lock on it, you would expect, obviously this leads to the freaking inner sanctum, you would expect this to be locked as well, but it was always open. I assume that that's probably because of Denny. Denny coming down here, discovering the inner sanctum. And I've said this before, I think, but like, you know, we know that Denny got into room 46. Now, obviously things might have been changed, you know, things have been changed in the mansion since then, you know, because Denny caused a ruckus, you know, so things have been moved, security's been improved, all of that. Nevertheless, nobody has come back here and put another like, you know, little padlock on the gate here. But we can assume that this is where Denny would have come in here. This is north lever. He discovered the north lever here. He didn't use the one in throne room. I feel quite sure that that can't have been Denny, because I feel like using the one in throne room would have involved finding throne room, which was hidden on the top of a mountain beyond, you know, beyond the grotto. So you know, why is the cover in throne room open is still a question for me. Who did that? I don't know. I wonder, Mary? Because, you know, Mary had time here to even kind of get things set up for me. And we know that she wrote a new clue while she was here hiding out. Alright, I'd like to do armory today, please. Armory, yes. Great. What a good day when I already have no gem cost to rooms. Hopefully, to be able to axe more gem cost. I really hope the fact... Hang on, let me find a room that has a gem cost. Yeah, okay, cool. Because this is where, if I get the axe, this is where I need to be able to do it. And I was hoping that having the emerald bracelet didn't stop me from being able to choose that option. Cool, cool, cool. A covered walk and colonnade surrounding an enclosed and seemingly inaccessible garden. A solitary angelic statue in the center of the grassy patch provides this secluded court a hallowed atmosphere. Cloister mysteries that I haven't figured out yet. Okay, so I've only got 2 redraws. It's not a lot. So I'm thinking of beginning drafting down here. Of course it is locked. Of course it is. And we've got wild berry options today now as well, which is cool. Laboratory is probably the best thing. You know, again, I could sit here and scrutinize, like, what do I want to keep for blue memo drafting, but we're going to get around to everything at some point. Office is my main thing I'm super, super interested in today. Lab is probably awesome. Probably den is awesome. I don't know. Probably everything is awesome, right? But lab, let's just, you know, like, I've got to roll on with the day. I've got to make good choices for the day. Den has great exits. Laboratory gives me the terminal. So I might go lab for that reason. No trunk. Experiment setup. Yeah, yesterday was great. Yeah, yesterday was great because we were able to make a permanent change to our lockpicking skills. If I get lockpick, I'd be really interested to see if it's gone above hobbyist. Maybe we didn't get quite that many. I'm just having some of my tea. I'm having a Lady Grey with honey. So I'm not going to do crate quest today to remove those final 2 crates. Permanent addition to allowance or small chest to the entrance hall. More money is always good, though again, I don't know what I need an enormous amount of money for at the moment because I've gotten the two biggest purchases I know about out of the way. That said, if I can get to the point where I just can casually buy everything in showroom easily, that's a very nice position to be in. I think, like, this could be really useful today. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Cool. Yep. I think it's been a little while since I've done an allowance increase, like through experiments. Lovely. Let's check our announcements. No, we had our birthday announcement from Anne yesterday and a lovely little cake. Thank you. We'll do a special order. Thank you. Really good. I love having regular shovel access. Makes me happy. Let's check. No data packets available. Okay. Remote terminal access. We'll do security because we have the key card today. Three trunks. So that to high, offline mode to unlocked. And we're good. Excellent. Okay, let's make sure we just sort of do a check. Cool. I do have metal detector though, so that'll sing out. That'll sing out if we have something. Okay. So I suppose I'd still like to acquire some more redraws if possible to make the best use of rank 8 things. So let's see what we can do from here. Going in... okay. I'm trying not to do parlor. No, you know what? I'm not necessarily saving parlor for rank 8. What I was saving it for was just somewhere I haven't drafted it yet. I don't think I've drafted it on this spot. It's not the most ideal thing to not be able to go south from here, but it's not unworkable. Let me just see. So rank 7, I have not drafted it in this spot, and it is an edge spot, so I'm curious. I am curious. My other two options are dead ends, so I don't want to do that. I was just thinking garage. Garage has to go. If I'm going to get the blue memo in garage, which of course I am, there's literally only one spot it can go. It has to go in, you know, rank 8 above where we are now, north of where we are now. That makes it a really interesting challenge. Yeah, let's do parlor here. Let's do parlor here because we have exits down here, and you know, and from foundation over this side. Let's try this. Ah, cool, nice. No, okay, no Mount Holly symbol on this spot. Where are we? Definitely no, nothing here on the west side in rank 7. Nice. Slowly filling out that map. It's very interesting because a lot of the times this symbol appears, it is in the exterior. In fact, every time I've seen this symbol, it's on the exterior edges of the house. Not exterior, the edges of the house, not exterior. Cool, but not always. Not always. Okay, there are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. Okay, I was going to say if they're all single statements, then we know that that's a lie. There are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. Could be true, could be false. Only one of the statements on this box are true. Shouldn't that be only one of the statements on this box is true? Only one of the statements on this box. Because you're saying only one. Isn't is related to only one? Or only one of the statements on this... You know what? It's a separate problem. Never mind. Only one of the statements on this box are true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay, so we have a gem statement. Only one of the statements on this box are false. The gems are in the white box. We have 2. Okay. All right. So 5 statements to play with. Okay. Let's try. This one is true. There are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. Only one of the statements on this box are true. The gems are in the box with a true statement. Let's just try true. Only one of... No, it can't. It's impossible for it to be true. No, hang on. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is. Because if the first one is true, then it's saying both of them are not true. So it is impossible for this to be true-false. To be true. It could be true-false, however, so let's try that. Only one of the statements on this box are true. The next one is false. The gems are in a box with a true statement. So far works out. However, this would have to be a false box. under this scenario. Only one of the statements on this box are false. Well, that would be false in a false box. The gems are in the white box, so the gems would not be in the white box in this scenario. So it does work out for this to be true, false, and then false, because because that first one there is false. This one is telling us that there are 3 false statements, and that works out. And in addition to that, we have a true only box, a mixed, and then a false only box. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The problem with this scenario... Oh, no, it's not, because the gems are not in the white box. So there's no problem with this scenario. The gems are not in the white box, and the only other one with a true statement is this one. So this works out, and the gems are in this box if this is true. Cool, that could be it. But let us try, if this is true, but this one is false. Let's give that a go. If this one is false, only one of the statements on this box are true. Well, that's false. That works out being false because both of them are false. The gems are in a box with a true statement, meaning they are in a box with a false statement. This is a box with 2 false statements. So we have in this scenario a true box, a false box. This one could be anything, except that this, if this is true, this is telling us there are still 3 false statements. This one has 2 false statements, so there has to be 1 false statement on this box. Only one of the statements on this box are false. Let's imagine that we've got true and false here. So if that's true, then it works out that the bottom one is false. So the gems are in the white box. The gems are not in the white box. Once again. So it works out in terms of false box, 1 false box, 1 totally true box, and 3 false statements. The gems are not in the white box is... the gems are in the white box is false. The gems... But this one is false. The gems are in a box with a true statement, so the gems have to be in a box with a false statement. And in this one, that means they're not here. The other one with a false statement is here in this scenario. That's a bit of a problem because that means I have 2 scenarios that work out. I might have made a mistake. And they point to different boxes as having the gems. I could almost just walk away from this because I might not need the gems. I might need them for redraws is the thing. All right. Let me just continue with this current one and just investigate a slightly different scenario. So there are 3 false statements in the boxes in this room we're imagining is true. Only this one we're imagining is 2 false statements. Only one of the statements on this box is true. That's false because none of them are true. The gems are in a box with a true statement is false. It's in a box with a false statement, which still has to mean the gems are in here. Probably doesn't even matter to check this, but what if it's false and true? Only one of the statements on this box are false. That is false. If that statement is false, then it's either true or it's false. So it actually, and if it's either of those, then it's making a mockery of this true statement here. So that just doesn't work out. Okay. But it does otherwise work, that I think. Let me check my first one again. Maybe I made a mistake. All right, so if this one is true, there are 3 false statements on boxes in this room. If this one is true, false, Only one of the statements on this box is true. We're imagining that's true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. We're imagining that that's false. Ah, that's the mistake I made. If this is true false, then the gems are in a box with a false statement. But they're not in the white box. So they're not in the black box. They're actually in this box. So both of them do point to the same box. Yeah, both of them point to the blue box. Okay. All right, I figured I must have made a mistake there. I couldn't have them pointing in different directions. I'm going to go this. I haven't checked out everything, but I think that's kind of enough for me. And given that I don't maybe need all of the gems, I was kind of happy to be a little risky there. Cool. Cool, okay. So I've still only got 2 redraws, but I'm wondering if I should have a go at going up from here. I've only got 39 steps, which is slightly concerning to me. Let's just see. Ooh! This is a good opportunity. Oh my god. This is a really good opportunity to try and get the blue memo in room 8. Yes. Oh my god. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. Hey, hey. All we need is one locked door in one of these 3 positions now. And often this one here is locked, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's find our blue memo in this room though. Like, is it going to be in a picture? Ah, I bet you it's behind one of these letters. I bet that's it. Hang on, no, it's not. I thought, wouldn't that be an amazingly clever place to hide a blue... No, it's just there. But don't you think that would be clever? If you would have to move all of these and one of, you know, and one of them just has the blue note on it. That would be a great place. The titles are synonyms. Oh, well, I know that. I know that much. Okay, cool. The titles are synonyms. Let me get it down though. Let's note this down in our it's nice that they give you a clue, because obviously it did take me a while to get this. Only took me 2 drafts of this room to get it, but it took me some time. The titles are synonyms. Thank you. Excellent. Taking a photo. I don't really need to, but it's just... I just like to be comprehensive, if I can be. Same with, I don't expect anything is going to show up on the magnifying glass, but you know, what if I missed something because I didn't try it? All right, this is so good. All right, key 8. Let's see if we can get the blue memo for room 8 today. What special keys have I got? Ah, that's right, the one I just picked up. I've only got 3 keys, so I'm a little key concerned. But I guess let's just go with it. And I've got to remember I've got a trunk here. I think there's a trunk in boudoir, yeah? Okay. Let's use a key. This one, again, I might still be able to use gems for redraws if we get, you know, the study. So it's not that gems don't matter. However, it's not feeling like enough for me to put this here. Maybe, you know, I could just make this a bit wild berry spot because we can enter this spot from foundation anyway. Let's do it. I want to use the wild berries. Hey, that's actually pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's good to have the option. And I could even swap my gems for, like, if I get stuck with keys, I could swap my gems for keys, right? Yeah. Cool. I could even swap my money for like 80 keys. And actually, I could swap my money for loads of gems if I get the redraw. That's very nice. That's very nice. Okay. Ace. Nice one. Nice one. So we'll go back around. And I guess... I guess we'll try drafting... Let's try drafting here with key 8. Ah, not locked. Okay. Alright. In that case, boiler room and... Like, Great Hall is a good option, but, like, I don't want... You know, I want a blue room. I want a blue room for absolute sure. So maybe boiler room is good. Yeah. You know, I don't think it's worth using a redraw. Let's use boiler room. What boiler room? What have you got for me? What have you got for me? Where? There's so many places to find memos. You could be on the back of these. I'm always getting like creative with thinking about where they are. It could be like on the back of the stairs even. You could be just somewhere really normal. There's a lot of places to look in this room. There it is. It's just on the back of a column. It's not there's so many places you could have hidden that more like in a more difficult way. The high pressure condenser box is connected to not one, but 2 remote power boxes. That I knew. That I knew. But at some point I didn't know it. So again, this could have been super, super useful to get at an earlier point. I guess some people, maybe they do just like go nuts and buy the blue tents early, and then they get all of these, all of these hints to how to solve various things. So boiler room, the high pressure condenser connected to 2 boxes, power boxes. Cool. Done. Did I definitely do this? Just in case. Okay, so that's boiler room done. So from here we can draft down, and yeah, this would be really good to like make good use of, to be able to like get some pathways. Ugh. I hate using up this many keys. I'm only gonna have 1 key after this. It's really harsh to not be able to go forward from here. So I think observatory. Okay, just checking for other items. Florrie Alice. Oh, I see you there. I see you, Draxus, with your with your eyes and your nose. I don't know why you have a nose. Okay, and we've got a couple of chests in the entrance hall. Okay, and a small amount of steps. All right, Draxus is hanging out with us today, everybody. Where am I going? This way. Oh, I wish I had a silver key. Okay. Oh, foyer. Oh, it's not the best. Well, these are 2 dead ends anyway. It's not the best place for foyer. However, I do want to do more experiments with foyer, and it could really help me out with a great hall at some point. Yeah, I really don't want to have to cut. It's just going to make the spot from this very important, because without being able to get into the antechamber. Yeah. Tricky. Like, it'd be nice to get the keys from this, but it would only be a couple of keys anyway. So I think we might as well do foyer. Okay. Well, if throne room could possibly see itself to going here, that would be absolutely perfect. And this is tricky. I'm kind of tempted to walk back from here, honestly, but I don't have a really nice amount of steps, because I need this at the very least to get up here. Otherwise, I have no other, and I only have 2 redraws, which isn't a lot. If I turn back, then I'm looking at probably about 10-ish steps just to get back to hallway. But it might just be the better thing to do. And I would really be gunning for kitchen or dining hall. We could even just get dining hall from here. It could be the foyer to the dining hall. But I'm a bit, with only 2 redraws, I'm a bit scared of doing this just yet. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive decision. I'm gonna turn back and go back down to the other end of the house. Okay. Even drafting up from here, I'm a little bit concerned for. I think while I'm here, I'm just going to do these dig spots. Okay, great. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Exactly what I was hoping for. I'm not going to be able to get redraw dive from these, but yeah, the turnip is a good help. Lasso the brick. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's difficult, and obviously I really want to do key 8. I really want to try and be able to do key 8 in that in rank 8 as well. So I mean, redraws are not going to be able to help with that, but redraws might be able to get me in a position to be able to even try it, you know? So let's see what we can make happen down here. I think on balance this is the smarter decision. Alright, okay. Kitchen, definitely a priority, I think. Kitchen a priority. We've done shrine, so that's good. We've already got the benefit of shrine as well. We get these things. However, I don't have sledgehammer yet. Oh, this is where armory could really help. So they're here, but I don't want to use my 1 key on these yet. At least we've opened the treasure trove one, so there's that. Ah, Nook also has a... Yep, Nook has a trunk as well. Okay. So we gotta go. Is there anything I can make yet? If I make this, I get the dowsing rod, which would ruin my shovel. And my shovel could be really useful for turnips and keys, if nothing else. Metal detector. I think it's dowsing rod. Shovel and detector shovel. It's more keys and more gems. But just discounting the possibility for jackhammer. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe let's just try... Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. More steps makes me feel a lot better. Good. Okay, commissary and then up. Alright, okay, we're good. We can do this. Alright. So the main goal for me is kitchen, dining hall, dining room, you know, steps, keys, and possibly also study to get redraw, more redraw possibilities and redraw die. It's kind of to make this happen is sort of my main interest. All right, let's go from here. So damn it. Draxus is going to make this really tricky. Really tricky. We've got money to potentially buy something useful in showroom, so that's good. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, Master Key. If I get Master Key, it's the only one I can get for the time being. Moon Pendant is great for tomorrow, but not for today. Chronograph. I haven't really figured out how to make chronograph super useful for me yet. Ornate Compass could be a really good one for today because I need to take some tricky routes. But Master Key would at least mean, you know, I'm sort of more or less solving my key issue. So I'm going to buy that. Hasn't left me with much money if I get kitchen, but it's something. All right. This is also tricky because I'd like to make use of these spots. So a north and south, you know, I really need a north and south passage here. I'm thinking of going over here then. So parlor gets me further. God, but I really need to get some... This, if I put attic here, it puts so much pressure on this exit from showroom. So much pressure. And again, not that many redraws, but I could get redraw die from here. I could get redraw die from here as well, but I'd rather go for 8 items rather than 2. Or I could get the exit from parlor. But I'm going to keep getting these dead ends. And I have just made attic more commonplace. So this is a really tricky one. I'd be happier if I had parlor, honestly. I might go attic because it's only going to get easier. Yeah, if I can getting all of these gems and... Well, look, I've got the master key, so at least we can use our keys. Oh, that's a nice addition. Is it useful at all though with the master key? Because I can't use this on trunks, can I? So this already solves my key problem for doors. I don't think lockpick helps. However, I can note it is still a hobbyist lockpick kit, so there's that. Okay, the keys, oh great. The keys are useful for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rank 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's here. We're far away from there now. Okay. Okay, alright. No redraw die at all, which is what I was really hoping for. But got some more keys, and more keys means more trunks. And I do have quite a lot of trunks to open. So, okay. So at least now I can open this one. Okay, redraw die. I'm much, much happier having 4 than 2. Much, much happier. I could... turn back. It's a fair amount of steps just to try and open one more trunk. God, I'd really like the sledgehammer. Alright, so with 4 redraw die, let's head here. Let's really hope we can get a north and a south room. Kitchen, just not here. I can't do it. I can't take that. I can't take that. That's too harsh. I could take boudoir and just give up on these 2 steps below. It might be the best way to try and make, to try and make the most of redraws. Because with Draxus, there's every chance I use all of these redraws and I still, I still get nothing. So I think this is the more sensible option. Alright. I really need some many exit rooms though. Especially if I want to be able to get more of my dead end rooms out of the way. This is harsh. This is harsh. I really don't much need locksmith unless I were going to use it to get a special key. So, parlor at least gets me around the corner. I'd like to hold on to as many redraws as I can from foyer. 5 is pretty good. 5 is pretty good. I am happy with that. So I might just take this for the exit. And also, is this spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I've probably already done parlor here. Oh, I have not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is a new parlor spot for me. Great. Let's check it out. Nothing. Nothing on this spot, which was what I would have predicted. Because there's nothing sort of below this as well. However, two spots south of here is the spot where sometimes something is in the fireplace and where this Mount Holy symbol is in the fireplace, and sometimes it's not. The one that drives me nuts. Okay, well, more gems. If I'm going to be able to use them at all, more gems. The blue box contains gems. Could be true. Could be false. It's a gem statement. All statements that contain more than one B are true. A letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. Okay. So 2 gem statements and 1 validity statement. Okay. Let's say this is true and the gems are over here. All statements that contain more than one B. You know what? It's a bit silly to start with this one. Let's start with this one. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. So this one has 2 B's. Wait. Let me just double check. B, box, Yep, so this one has 2 Bs. And more than 1 B are true. This one has 1 B. The blue box contains gems, so this one has 2 Bs. So BB, 1 B, 2 Bs. So if this one is true, the letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. It could be here, or it could be here. Okay. All statements that contain more than 1 B are true. The blue box contains the gems. So that could work out that this is, hang on, if this is true, the letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems, then the gems are either blue or black. If this is true, all statements that contain more than 1 B are true, which means these two are true, but this one, so that's too many true boxes, so that doesn't work out. So if this one is true, this one actually has to be false. It can't be true, meaning all statements that contain more than 1 B are not true. So it might just mean one of them is true, not all of them are true, but it might mean both of them are false. So, all right. So let's say that they're not both true anyway. They're not both true, which would mean true, false, but it would have to mean that this one is false as well. So the blue box contains the gems, which is our original true box. I think this scenario works out. This one is true. I'm just going to double check this. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. So it itself does. And even if this also has 2 Bs in it, it still accords with this statement. If this one is true, it doesn't make any sense because the other 2 boxes are the ones. So this statement cannot be true. It can't be true as well as these other 2 boxes being true. So this one is always false. This is a hard false. This one, the letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. So the problem with this scenario is it could be true, like this one is false anyway, so it doesn't necessarily, it could be one of these is true and one of them is false, or it could be that both of them are true. If this one is true, it only tells us that it's in the blue or the black one. And so if this one has the ability to be true or false, and if it's true, then the blue box contains the gems, and if it's false, then the black box contains the gems. So I think that this scenario just isn't conclusive enough. All right, with this one is definitely false anyway. Let's consider that this one is false. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. If this is false, then it means this has to be the box that contains the gems. And this one has to be true because these two are false. So the blue box contains the gems, which doesn't work out. So that scenario is a no-go. So actually, I think I'm struggling a little bit because I think, This one absolutely must be false. It cannot be true. It cannot be true. So this one has to be false, but not only that, this statement being false means one of these is false. So there has to be only one true box. If this one is false as well, then that's the scenario I just had and it doesn't work. Hang on. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. Let me just double check myself. Yeah, if this is false, then it cannot be blue or black that contains the gems. It has to be white, meaning these two are false. The gems are meant to be in here. However, this one has to be true. So it's a contradiction. So it does not work out. But if this one is false and this one is true, this one also has to be false. And in this, so maybe I've made a mistake with this scenario. If this one is false and this one is true, the letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. Yep, meaning the gems are either in here or in here. That's the mistake. Okay, that's the mistake I made with this scenario. I forgot that this one is saying these both, blue and black, cannot be true at the same time. So if this one is true, this one has to be false, meaning the blue box does not contain the gems. So actually this works out. The gems have to be in the black box. Okay. I knew I must have been making a mistake there. I just forgot about that extra condition from this one. Cool. Okay. So we're snaking our way around. I do have 5 redraw die at this stage, which is really good. But, and I'd be happy to go back to foil with that. However, I don't have a lot of steps, and I'd be much happier, especially to get more keys and more steps somewhere along here. Hang on. Hang on. I actually want to try my lockpick kit. Yeah, because I've improved my skill. Rotunda is actually perfect here. Gets me in a few different directions. Yeah, that's actually good. That's good. That's good. Finally, some options. Okay. Rotunda, do your thing. So cool. We might as well do this just to get the other 2 options. Great. Okay, so let's see what we can get along here. So this is good for steps. It's not amazing. It's decent for steps. Classroom is pointed in the wrong direction, but I can rotate from here. Oh. Ah, you won't change. I see. You won't change. It won't change the style of the classroom. So I can't get the exit on the other side. So I can just I can. No. No, it doesn't. It keeps... Oh, no, I can. Okay. It's just I was looking at the map on the left-hand side and the exit was... Because I hadn't clicked over to refresh the... Yeah. Okay, it does work. It does work. Yeah. All right. I can do this. And then I get some redraws from classroom. I'm not sure how many. Drawing room, conservatory. That's about it. But it's at least something I can, and I really, really, really could use. I really from here could use, yeah, a left and a right, an east and a west exit room. Yeah. I don't know. Or I could redraw from here and hope to get something going up ahead. I guess it's just that this gives me free redraws. That it's a bit attractive. That's kind of my logic. Right, items. Kids, come on. Come on, give your teacher something more than an apple. At least we got a few steps there. All right, we really need an east and a west room here, or I'm going to waste a lot of spaces. Master key. Okay, chapel, let's take it. Let's take it. It's the loss of the coin is fine. This is exactly what I need here. Great. And my metal detector is picking something up. Picking something up that I'm about to pick up. Hey. Oh, good. That gives me a couple of free goes in chapel. Okay, so let's see what we can do from over here. I don't think I have a huge need for you today, Code Check, actually. So I'm going to put courtyard here. Courtyard's absolutely perfect. Okay, all right. This is good. Ah, treasure map spot. Cool. I think I might have done this in courtyard before anyway. Time to start digging. Yeah, I have a feeling I've done this previously in courtyard. I'm not sure what I can really hope to get. It's either going to be money or gems, right? Money. Okay. Well, at least I'm covered. It's such a neat hole. It's really neat. Okay. At least I'm covered. If no other items. Okay. At least I'm covered if we do manage to get study. Okay. Or kitchen, actually, is what I meant. Kitchen. Like for money. All right. Either one of these spots, I just would like to be able to continue forward. But if, you know, if we were to get like a good dead end spot, it could work. All right. Actually, kitchen is perfect. Kitchen is perfect. I don't want to pass up. My allowance has been raised finally. Finally. Great. Okay, we can spend up big here. Good, good, good. All right. Feeling a lot more security. A lot more security about steps. Let's just buy it all. I mean, I was just thinking I could have gone back to showroom to get this. I think the spoon was available, but you know, it's like all of this, and then I would spend the money on spoon and not have that much money for buying the things from kitchen. So I don't know. I don't know how that would work out. I'm just gonna get this stuff now. The tomato soup, I only have one red room, so I might leave that as a backup just in case I get some more here. Cool, that's where my birthday cake was. Gotta wait another year for another one. Okay. Well, spare green room's the only thing that's going to let me use these two spaces. And it wouldn't be so much of a problem if I had gem redraws, because I could just kind of make use of a space rather than using more spaces. But what's the benefit of greenhouse? I do have broken lever. This is the thing. I do have broken lever. So greenhouse, I could use the broken lever. Unusually, very unusually for me, I could actually use this to open. It's the south. God, I've so rarely done this. I think it's the south exit, right? It must be south. It's because it's I just want to check where I've got this written down. Yeah, greenhouse is the south lever. Boiler room gets me in there, so I would be able to go into antechamber with this. And that would mean I could get the crown, which means more redrafting possibilities. So maybe, rather than just using one more space, maybe this just kind of works to help me make better use of the other spaces in the northeast. Yep. So if I use this, I'm giving up my jackhammer possibilities, which again is more redraws, but it's not looking hugely possible anyway. Hang on. Before I say that, let's have a look around. Ah, so good. Great. Okay, good, because I can use this on all of the trunks that are available. Excellent. Might as well. Yeah, I think we'll give up on jackhammer. Let's just use the dig spots. Rock. All right, let's do it. I've so rarely done this one. I've used way more. Like on the times when I have gotten the south entrance open, it's mainly the what is it called, the workout room that I've done that with. Okay. All right, so we might as well go this way. And this could be anything. I don't think I want it to be. I'd like conference room somewhere else if possible. So I guess we could dormitory here. Or I could wild berry here. It's kind of not a bad wild berry spot. I'm gonna wild berry. Oh, it's kind of a terrible spot. Kind of a terrible spot for cloister, but oh well, there we go. There we go. We'll get what we can from it. Yeah. Okay. I mean, like another possibility that I have. This looks weird when you view it from that angle. Okay, key. I don't know. I have so many ways of opening things now. I don't think I even need that key. Finally. Okay. Alright, at least this gets us around here. Cool. So I can keep going around here and possibly meeting up with foyer. But it does seem like I want to draft from foyer, right? If something from foyer is going to be useful, I think it's drafting from foyer, because we don't want to bypass foyer. So I might as well just do these bits here. Yeah. And we're giving up on jackhammer anyway, so let's see what we can get here. Turnip is the main thing I think that I'd be interested in. Unless something else unusual is going to appear. Oh, great. You know, is there another mysterious key? That's very good. That's very good. Yeah. I mean, I can't see any reason to not get... Should I go back and buy the soup? It's only going to get me 5 steps. 2 of which I would use up just going back to kitchen to buy it. So it would only get me 3 steps in the end. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. Alright. Alright, so I think I'm going to do these 2 spaces and then go back. And then I can get the various locked trunks that are around the place. Yeah, we might as well go from here. Or, because of the greater possibility of corner rooms, actually I should probably go from Rotunda. Okay, it would be really good to get like you know, armory would be high on my list, as would throne room. I'd particularly like throne room from here though. That's what I'd really, really like. Study, of course, would be marvelous. Alright, so no good, no good. It's either walk-in closet or I try for something else. Maybe, what can I hope for from walk-in closet? I mean, it might give me gems, which is only useful if I can get study somewhere. And realistically, that's going to be either side of the antechamber. And even then, I can't even draft from antechamber unless I were to get those spaces. I'm trying to think, is there anything that's actually useful for me from walk-in closet? And I'm increasingly thinking no. I have very good items. Gems are not useful to me unless I get study. I have keys, treasure map, key card even, shop, you know, sleeping mask. I just can't picture what's going to be useful from walk-in closet. So I'm thinking either wild berry or just using one, like maybe one redraw to see if I could get something more interesting here. It's just risky. I mean, here's the other thing. I could get redraw die from walk-in closet, which is the only really useful thing that would be like directly useful. But I could get those from the several chests I have to open now. I might use one redraw here. Gems is useful if I get study. It at least lets me go around the corner, so I could get these gems and then try for study in the next spot. I've made, I really want trophy room, but I've made trophy room, I think, standard now. So I don't know if I necessarily need solarium. It's not in the unusual and rare category anymore. I've already got treasure trove, you know, like... and key 8 is going to get me into room 8. So I just need a locked door. I don't need it to make a room more likely. So I actually think, yeah, trophy room is the most useful thing to go here, given that. Cool. All right. Look at my trophies. Pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with my trophy room, apart from like all of the horror, you know, and hugely unethical things that have obviously gone on here. But then again, I guess that goes for the whole mansion. Anyway, let's move on. I'm still using my lockpick kit just to like use my skill, you know, use my skill that's come up. All right, study would be what I really needed you on a different day, Coat Check. Study is a dead-end room. Come on, Draxus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Like, I think my interest in getting all of the black print rooms, I think it doesn't count unless I get Tomb anyway. But even if I wanted to just try and get more of them, like I would be interested in getting a house full of them even without Tomb, particularly to see if it changes anything at the end of the game, like the description of the mansion. However, like, so aquarium would be a part of that, but it would rely on me in these remaining spaces. I've got treasure trove. I would then get aquarium. I would need to get throne room, which I'm really trying to get anyway, and armory, which I have the option to get, but I don't know if I'll be able to. So do I... You know, do I... I I could put coat check here to actually get rid of my unlucky purse, thinking like, oh, I probably don't need so much money making ability now. And I could put like emerald bracelet in there, or master key again. Super useful. But it's not super high on my list. I don't need the exit here because I want to draft from foyer specifically. Maybe I could do a wild berry spot here just to use it. I really would like to get study, but I don't, I don't think I can make it happen. But maybe, here's another way of thinking about it. Maybe it's just put a dead end here to get the dead end, out of the pool. And coat check has been quite persistent. So I might do that. Alright, and I've got it here as an option if I decide I want to, swap out something. Okay. So with that said, let us go back through the house. Let's get what we can in the trunks. Alright. Cool. Hello, granduncle. Is there anything else I can buy here? I mean, I can spend the money now. I can't get ornate compass, unfortunately. I think this one could be really useful. But maybe, I don't think I want tomorrow rooms to be more common, is the other thing. I was thinking like maybe this could be useful if I try redrafting and I want to undo it. But I think I'm just going to buy the mood pendant. Yeah. And then, that'll help us out tomorrow. Nice. Okay, so I got that one. I've got the locked trunk in the attic as well. I think Nook, entrance hall... and was there another one in this boudoir? I might have to check the footage on that. Did you have a trunk in you? Whatever, just step in. No, you didn't. Why did I think you did? Okay, we've done that dig spot. That's everything here. I suppose I can do this. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but we're not doing jackhammer, right? So this would be fine. What's the other thing I can do with lockpick? Shovel and lockpick. Shovel and lockpick kit. I think that's the one that makes the dowsing rod. From memory, I could check it, but but I don't think I want to do that. Shovel and metal detector. Hang on, let me just double check. Hang on. Lockpick kit and metal detector. Ah, that makes the pick sound amplifier. That's right. I don't think that's hugely useful. Detector shovel? Sure. Do I need it? But do I have anything else to do with the shovel? I don't, because I can't. I think we'll do it. Just, I don't know why. It probably won't even use it. Let's just do it. Great. Because I'm really sorted for keys, you know. I'm really sorted for keys. Okay. Great, great, great. Thank you, observatory. And bunch of money. Not enough to go back and get that ornate compass though, so. Okay. But there was also a trunk in the nook. That's the other thing. Oh, was there not? I'm totally misremembering. That was that was different. Wasn't there another trunk somewhere? Okay, no, I just went back and double checked. I was totally misremembering. Totally misremembering. No chest in there. Okay, so in that case, we've done everything I need to. Everything here is bought out. Yep. So we're just heading back up to foundation now. Cool. Nice night. Nice evening. Nice evening. Peaceful. It's a peaceful day to be able to draft throne room beyond the foyer, to be able to draft the office in rank 8, and then to be able to draft room 8 and use the key, and then somehow from room 8, if the corner situation works out, to be able to draft north, like to the east of the antechamber, and to be able to draft, what else would I like? Armory and aquarium. That'd be kind of my ideal. I think that's my dream. That's my dream. So these I've dug everywhere. Okay, from here. I guess I should do this one first because it could get me. I should go to room 46 first, actually. Yeah, get the crown. In we go. Hello. Once again, I am the king. Open up. I'm really lost without the secret garden. Okay, it'd be so good to get the study here, but I don't want to, otherwise I don't want to use redraws. I want to be able to use the redraws I have. It's such a small hope for study. And if I can't get throne room, it's fine. I just need to be able to get up. But it would be, oh God, I really wish I had so many more redraws than this, but I don't know any way to go about it. Okay, well, I did just wish for more redraws, so I could go this, and it's just giving up on the study hope. Maybe it's the best thing. Maybe it's just the best thing to hope for at this stage. It'd be so good because I have laundry room as well, so I could turn like all my remaining money into gems, you know? But I can't use my 4 redraws. I mean, I could, but I'd be putting myself in such a difficult position. I'd be really risking my ability to go from foyer. So it just might be better to bank on this. I kind of want to take that risk. I kind of want to, but I just really, you know, the main goal has to be making the most use of the blue memo opportunity, I think. All right. I don't think I'm otherwise forgetting about anything, but given that I do have plenty of steps, I just want to pop back here. Log in. RTA. Taking its time. There are 2 trunks. One of those trunks is in shrine. This is what bugs me. Where have I forgotten that there's another trunk? I have totally forgotten a trunk somewhere. But like, I checked these rooms. I've forgotten one somewhere and I don't know where. I have forgotten one somewhere and I don't know where. It's not in here. Is it in here? I don't remember. I don't remember. Why is my memory so messed up? I went back and checked some of the footage of this episode, but like, did I? All right, I genuinely, I went back and checked the footage, and I still can't figure out where that extra trunk is. Maybe I missed something, but like, I got this one in hallway. I got this one in attic. I got the treasure chest even. I got the ones in the entrance hall. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's possible I missed one even around the side of Cloister. I do kind of feel like I've forgotten about one, but I can't think of where. So, I don't know. I don't know where it is. Okay. Anyway, so we've now got 6 redraws. Let's try and make this happen. It really, yeah. Oh, this way. Yeah, it really is very hard when study doesn't come up trying to do something like this. All right, so at the very least I need something that'll take me north. It would just be a very nice bonus if throne room could pop up, but okay, so these are all terrible. Definitely redraw. Now here is where, with 5 redraws to go, do I accept conference room and just go with my other main goals? Probably it's the sensible thing to do, right? And just use my redraws for blue rooms above here. I'd love to try and get throne room, but I'm just otherwise not in a good position. So I don't think I can do it. I'd hate to get throne room, have it be kind of useless here, and not get the blue memos. So this is where I think it's better to use the redraws. Okay, all right. Now, aquarium counts. Aquarium also will have a blue memo in it. So there is that, and it will let me draft into the other spaces. So, it could be good. Unfortunately, this isn't a locked door anyway, so I can only hope to get room 8 from the next spot. I just need it to be a locked door. And if not, then my next best hope is something like office, but yeah, maybe I could remove this, but maybe actually this is sort of just worthwhile. Like it's something I can get the blue memo from it, and it'll also let me do other drafting things. Yep. There's nothing I can do, as far as I know, to help make room 8 happen. I just have to give this a go. And if it's not a locked door, it's not a locked door. I could, however, first... No, there's nothing. Like, even with study, I was thinking even with study, it's not going to help me. All right. Anyway, look, there should be a blue memo in here somewhere. Here we go. This tank contains a red herring. This tank? Ah. This tank? Hang on, but these tanks are all joined together. Like there's a red fish. You could be saying that this is a herring. Because when there was a big fish, it was in here. It's been replaced by eels now. Ah. Do you mean with the objects? I don't know how to interpret this, but that's very interesting. This tank contains a red herring. Like, one, I suppose these are kind of boudoir things. Yeah, because this is the bedroom. This is yellow shop room, and it shows a lot of laundry things. Just looking at this fish. This is patio. Like what? Is it you? What could the red herring be? What could the red herring be? I don't know whether it's like you recognize that there's a piece of furniture that doesn't go there. But look at you with your little goggly eyes. You're not a herring. I don't think any of these are herrings if they literally mean a fish. What do you guys know that I don't know? Little goldfish. And let's say I see a piece of furniture and I'm like, oh, hey, this doesn't fit here. What do I do with that information? Maybe it's not that. Mysterious. All right, let me write this one down. This tank contains a red herring. It can't be circular, as in it can't mean this note, because this note is not in... Is this note in the tank? It does have... Alright. When we do this, it makes a paper sound, as if we are picking this up. So that would suggest it's on the outside of the tank. However, when I look at it, it has like a water pattern on it, as if it is in the tank, but at the same time it also could be just showing that light pattern through the slightly translucent paper. So I think that's the read, which means this note is not talking about itself, and what would that even mean anyway? It would just be pointless. This whole tank, you're saying this whole tank, how would I even make use of... How would I interpret this? How would I make use of this information? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, little fish? This one is a mystery to me. I don't know how to understand this. If it were on this tank, I would have gone, oh, there used to be a big fish in here. Maybe that's a red herring and it's in the red, you know? But it's not on this tank. It's on a different tank. Also, this tank has eels in it now. And this is the most sort of obviously interesting room that's being alluded to for me. You know, like what's here in these archives? Like, Is it saying this tank contains a red herring? It seems pretty straightforward to me. The tank contains a red herring. But could it mean the room that is being alluded to in the tank contains a red herring? Which, you know, laundry room, boudoir, patio. Is this boudoir? Boudoir has shade lounges like that. This is definitely patio. Like, this is here, you know? This is in the room. The barbecue is in the room. The little table. These chairs. This little outdoor table. Pretty sure this is there as well. The little propane tank. Look at this fish. Whoa! Kind of doing a sideways turn there. Starfish? You? Like, what else is there to notice? What is there to notice? What is there to do with this information? Maybe I need the electromagnet. But then if it's a red herring, like, what do you mean a red herring? A red herring would mean like some kind of clue that's sending you in a useless direction, right? Like some kind of... But these are rooms. These are rooms. Oh, no, is this entrance hall? So, if this is entrance hall, I've forgotten, see it every single day. If this is entrance hall then, if this is entrance hall, this is a bit weird to me. Because, I guess it's entrance hall. Yeah, so those are the two shade lounges that are in entrance hall. So that means these are, so does it just refer to you know, the fact that you know, one of these vases can be smashed? But would that make it a red herring? To me, that's not a red herring. It's not how I would interpret red herring. The little chair is there in the room. The two shade lounges. So that would make this, rather than purple, this would be representing the blue. Oh yeah, that does make sense because this is purple. This is the purple room. Okay, yeah. So this is purple. It's been a long time since I've really thought about this. Red, yellow, blue, green. What else is there to notice? I mean, it certainly isn't, like, if it means these vases, they were not red herrings. They were extremely critical items hidden in vases. I can't see how you would call that a red herring. All right, look, I'm walking away from it. I don't know. I don't know what it means, but it's something for me to give a bit of thought to. All right. Okay. So, I mean, look, I still could try. Maybe it's still worth seeing if I can get study here, because if this isn't locked and I can't get room 8, then I can still try for like office maybe, and the you know, the gem redraws would help with that. Okay, so we can get a free redraw here by removing this. There's office. This is not where I want office. Okay, this is not where I want office. Ideally, this is not where I want office. So, to be honest, I might even pick a wild berry here, because I want to use my redraws from aquarium, ideally. And if I can't get the other space, that's okay. This is the main thing. Let's do a wild berry on this spot. I could put closet here just to get potentially more redraws. That's the other thing. And actually, we'd get 2 extra items because aquarium counts as a bedroom. I've convinced myself. Let's do that. We're actually going to get 4 items here, I figure. Yeah, okay. There are things I don't need at all. But... okay. Alright. Okay. Still, that was fun. Okay. Keys. Silver key. It's not... Alright, so... I'm hoping this is locked. That's my main hope. It's not locked. Alright. Damn. What I could do then is choose to put key 8 in coat check. And then I don't need to be reliant on gallery for this. And maybe since I don't need to be so, you know, I can remake a lucky purse if I suddenly need to make money again. I have many money making sources now. So that's probably the smart thing to do. Okay. With that said, I have a few redraw possibilities here. Let's see if I can get myself office again. Or otherwise something really interesting. These are all good. These are all good options. So there's not really any losing here. I've already done rumpus room. Pool, freezer. These could all be really great. I'm a little bit scared that freezer might actually need to be thawed out to get the blue memo there, so that's a consideration for me. There is the study. Why? Why couldn't you have been anywhere else? Why couldn't you have been literally anywhere else? Alright. Well, look, now it's very compelling to get the study. Like, it's very compelling now to get the study blue memo, because who knows, it could give me a clue. It could give me a clue that I need. It could give me a clue that I need. And it just means then I'm done with drafting for the day. I could do this and get a redraw and then use 2 other redraws. I might... Maybe let's just get study. I am so tortured by this decision. Let's just get study. Let's see what study has for me. This I'm too curious. God, please don't tell me it's in here. This would be such a... God, that would be so evil. That would be so evil. But it was the case with Locker, right? It could be... Oh my God. It could be that it's in... Please let me find it somewhere. Ah, thank God. The chessboard in this room contains a portmanteau. I know this. But the only one I can think of is date. I can't believe how many things have basically been like... A portmanteau is the clue to this room. The safe code is date. Date. What is going on with me that I can't figure this out? This game could not have given me more clues. The only thing... Alright. There was only one other thing that I thought of for this room, and that was maybe it means today's date. Maybe it's a dynamic thing that means... Because we've only had one non-fixed... What are we? We're the day after. We're the day after Simon's birthday, which is January 28. So 29. So 0129. I think these work either way anyway, if that's how the date works. Yeah. What if it's the year? Yeah, it was my only other thought. I am tortured by study. I am tortured by this. I cannot. I've tried all of these things. 18. 08 28 38 48 58 68, which shouldn't even be possible. 78 88 88 888 8888. All right, I'm racking my brains right now. What if there's another way to interpret date, which is, okay, let me pull. What if it's spelling out the word date in numbers as if on a numpad, which would be 3, 2, I'm looking at my phone, 8, 3, clear, which would be 3 is D, 2 is A, 8 is T, 3 is E. No. What if it's a gate, which would only be, hang on, clear, 4, 2, 5, 3. But why would it be? Like, why would a numpad be associated with this without the game telling you? Could you give me some more information? I can't see any other way to interpret it apart from D8. Apart from gate, which also just doesn't seem to be it. And I've tried G8 and D8 in every way I can think of. I have tried them. I don't know what to do about the study. I swear that I will get there. It's just, this one is giving me so much trouble. But, you know, of course, please, as you have been, continue to not give me any hints about it. I appreciate it. As crazy as this is. I'm just looking at my notes on this. I've already tried this, haven't I? This is related to 1108 is related to the drafting studio. No. Yep, I've already tried it. I just hadn't crossed it off. Strive, no. I feel like my brain just has no other avenues to go down. And I feel like it can't be this much of a stretch. Like, none of the others were. Like, even when I had trouble with drawing room, in the end, it actually was just like, it was fairly simple. It was just like a simple thing I hadn't thought of. That's probably the case with this as well. It's just some simple avenue I haven't gone down. These were my first guesses. Or at least some of my earliest ones. These were my first ones. This was just interpreting, you know, G8 and D8, the G and D, as, you know, converting letters to numbers in the standard way that you would. And, you know, none of these are meant to involve the number 7 anyway. I don't know. All right, I don't know. It's look, I've got the blue memo, so we're done. We're done. We're done. Okay. I think that's all I can do. All right. I don't think I can even purchase anything more from the showroom, but we have the important thing, which is the moon pendant, so that will help with tomorrow. I think, yeah, like there's no other drafting possibilities. I think it's just, and we've done shrine, so that's all good. I think it's just ending the day now. I think it's just choosing where to call it a day. Also, it's whether I want to put the emerald bracelet into coat check. I kind of might do, to be honest. Because I think I don't have any other big money-making goals. So, where are we going? I have to go, yeah, foundation. Yep, that works. Yeah, I think, like, so it's either the Master Key again, which is brilliant, and I've had a really, really good time with Master Key. Maybe it's the time for Emerald Bracelet to shine. Maybe it's time for Emerald Bracelet to go in the coat check. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, it's obviously going to be, you know, like possibly a challenge to even draft coat check, cloakroom, coat check, coat check. I call it cloakroom sometimes, but when we do, it's going to be very, very, very exciting. Yeah, there's not really much I can do that I can think of, which is like, which would let, apart from like, you know, just my general strategies for improving, redraw possibilities. Like, it's like, is it saying some of you are a red herring in some way? How? Why? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So this is a little bit of a trek. Okay, we're going all the way around here. I wonder, like, what is this other trunk? What am I forgetting, or what have I not found? In here? I don't know. Another mystery. Another mystery for me. In here? Or is this the room? Is this the room? This has these things as well. Are you saying that these, maybe it's not entrance hall? Because we had... Yeah, we had purple, red, green, and yellow are all clear. But the problem is that leaves orange. It could be that was representing hallway. So is it saying something about these items? How are you a red herring? You're a perfectly nice little challenge. I don't know. I'm sure that I've like come at you with power hammer, right? I'm sure that I've done that. All right, something to consider. Something to consider. Or this one. I don't know. Or you. Like, I guess these are in multiple hallways. How can you be a red herring? Yeah, it's not the couches that are in boudoir. So, yeah, that didn't make sense. All right, I will think about that some more. I will think about that some more. Trophy room to coat check. Okay. Okay, Lucky Purse. You have been totally wonderful. You let me reach my dreams. But I think it's time to let a different item help me with my dreams now. I could put, all right, it's a real, I could also put key 8 in here. I don't know. Is it harder for me to get the emerald bracelet than to get key 8? Is key 8 just a bigger priority? It's not super uncommon for me to come across gallery. You know, like it's not so hard these days. But then again, I also have a lot more money these days, so it's not that hard perhaps to get showroom and buy the emerald bracelet. It's a little bit same. So a little bit same, but emerald bracelet is useful. This is only going to be useful for like, well, you know, for the next goal that I have, which is to draft it in which is to draft it in rank 8, whereas this is going to be useful for everything. Everything. I'm going to put Emerald Bracelet in. Okay. I think I can get Gallery again and be able to draft it to get the blue note. Let's go with that. Okay. Last question. Where do I want to end my evening? I have break rooms down here I can definitely get to. Maybe that's just the best thing. We might even keep key 8 with the moon pendant. So there's also that possibility. So I think, you know, I think I'm just going to go break room. Just to set up, you know, we're going to be nice and well set up for tomorrow again. Keycard is just so freaking valuable. It's crazy. We can go straight in here. All right, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, a lot of... I'm finishing today with a lot of questions and a lot of mysteries, but it was really useful. It was really useful. Let's call it. Okay. And we'll have a few things that are helping us be set up for tomorrow, so that's lovely. We have our shrine thing for the next week. I can still change it if I get shrine again, and maybe try for the blessing of the monk, but like for the time being, this is good. We've furthered treasure trove. Treasure trove actually I think is going to have 90 coins in it next time, so that's pretty incredible. It's amazing. It's almost giving me like 100 coins like every single time. It's amazing. Yeah. All right. So we'll be well set up for tomorrow. We'll see what moon pendant gets us, and we'll keep getting blue notes, and we'll keep trying to figure out trying to move further with some of the many mysteries I have. And the blue notes are answering questions, but also giving me questions as well. And I love it. I love it. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. And, you know, if you felt like giving the video a like, giving the channel a subscribe if you haven't done that. I've got many other amazing playthroughs on this channel, and of course we're going to be making many more into the future as well. And any comments I always love. They give me so much joy. I really appreciate you guys being a part of this Blueprints community as well as the Pixel Quest community. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.